Alright, so now we're back on track. We have the 13th episode, Simple Ways. I can never seem to stay blind about the titles. I saw one mention of Simple Ways as a title before I got to the episode. But thankfully it's a title which doesn't really spoil that much. As far as I can think, it could be an Applejack episode. That does seem more appropriate to that title, but who knows. I'm going to do the episode thing where it's what happened previously with episode 13. We had followed one of their friends in season 1, and that was one of the episodes where I started getting a lot more into the series. Oh, yep. Episode 13 in past seasons is definitely a mix, because season 2 was baby cakes. Yeah. They had one of the few jokes which I never expected from MLP.
That makes sense, right?
And then, of course you know what episode 13 in season 3 is. It's Magical Mystery Cure. Which, again, hits the streak of this whole thing of past episodes being pretty evened out, where follow their friends, great. Baby cakes, ugh. Magical Mystery Cure, middle of the road for me.
And she's dead! The end!
So one thing before we start, though, is I think I know how Applejack's key episode is going to be. So she needs an element of honesty episode. Well, here it's going to be that she is going out and selling apple pies, and she's proclaiming that apple pies is the greatest, they taste really good, which they probably taste really good. But then there's someone who comes in, and they have derby pie, and they start selling derby pie. And everyone loves derby pie, and Applejack is refusing to accept that derby pie is the most amazing pie ever. And then she just keeps fighting against it. She keeps trying to say apple pies are the best, and then she has to give in eventually and realize that derby pie is the supreme overlord of pie. And then she realizes that she has to be honest when something is just so god-tier amazing. And that's her revelation for her episode. Okay, I'm being really silly, to put it lightly. Okay, let's move to the episode. Starting with Rainbow Dash.
Wow!
Or
I can't
everyone.
believe how many ponies showed up. I can't. I mean, finding out who the Ponyville Days Pony of Ceremonies is a pretty big deal. I didn't know Granny Smith was on the selection committee.
Of course she is. Ponyville Days celebrates the founding of Ponyville.
Oh, is this going to be Granny Smith one?
I'm glad the committee didn't
Final.
automatically pick me, so every pony gets a chance to see how great Being Me actually is. Even though the festival is basically a party and the Pony of Ceremonies gets to organize the whole thing. So it would totally make sense if they did pick me.
Citizens of Ponyville, this year's applicants were all exceptional, but there can only be one Ponyville Days Pony of Ceremonies. And that pony is...
What? Nah. Whatever.
Rarity!
Huh?
Congratulations, Rarity. Do you know what you're going to do?
Uh-oh.
I might have a few ideas.
At least she's well planned.
Booty, mean booty. Good luck with the booty, foreign booty, home booty, road booty, found booty, covered booty, bad booty, sweated booty, powdered out booty, bad booty, sadder booty, wide booty, wider booty, double wide booty.
For some reason, I thought we were only going to get one Rarity episode till later in the season.
I know she'll
I guess they have to make up for the past seasons.
Probably more than a touch.
Unless this isn't just Rarity.
This year's Ponyville Days Festival, designed by Rarity, will feature various high-class events such as a silent cider auction and tasting. Ooh. A Ponyville Gala in Town
Oh, the horse.
Square.
Oh.
And
The horse statue.
Ponyville Fashion Show. Ooh. This year's year's Ponyville Days Festival, Pony of Ceremonies creates shimmering couture of her own design.
Another new dress.
And the theme is...
But she's got a ring on her horn.
chic.
Ooh.
Wow, Rarity. You really have put a lot of effort into this.
I'll say.
Oh, I think it's going to be magical. Do you really think so? Are you kidding? I can't wait! Oh, that's such a relief. But of course, I couldn't possibly do it all on my own.
The dress is nice, but it kind of bumps in the back because of your tail, and it makes you look like you're kind of wide-reared.
Oh, that's just perfect. And now, Twilight, if you and Fluttershy wouldn't mind helping with the fashion show...
Of course.
I'd be honored. I can focus on the thing I'm worried about most of all.
What?
Creating a Ponyville Days festival fantastic enough to impress... Trendo!
We've got a new person coming in that's going to be old-fashioned.
Who's Trenderhoof?
What? How can you not know who Trenderhoof is? Trenderhoof is only the most amazing, handsomest travel writer to have ever traveled or written. Before Last Pegasus became an equestria travel destination, he wrote about it. Before the culinary revolution...
Sign. The fact that she's got a shrine with his hair. Oh.
Even before it's tepid.
Sounds like some pony has a little bit of a crush.
Oh, Twilight. Crush doesn't even begin to describe it. He's practically divine. I can't believe
It's an obsession. Surprised there wasn't anything there about Spike. Kind of looked like she was looking back at Spike.
Thank you ever so much for joining me, Twilight. I don't think I could have met Trenderhoof on my own.
It's no problem, but you shouldn't be nervous about meeting him.
Is that him? Do you see him? Twilight, is he there?
Lyra's the most noticeable background pony, just because a lot of them are more yellows and reds and blues. So many greens.
Sorry.
Rarity, you have to get a hold of yourself. I mean, you haven't even met him yet.
Hmm. Yeah, this isn't going to turn out well for her.
What's wrong?
It's him.
Well, go up and talk to him.
Kinda looks like she's got Twilight hair.
Hi. Hello, Mr. Trenderhoof. I am Rarity, and I have been chosen as Pony of Ceremonies for the Ponyville Days Festival.
Please, call me
Pretty rare to see a blush on.
And over here will be the climax of the festival. The
I'm not even going to mention that as... Okay, I'm already mentioning it. That sounded like a Freudian slip.
A locally sourced menu of delicious treats.
Reminds me of the Spring Fling meets Manhattan wedding I wrote about in Gallop and Prance.
Exactly. I can't even describe how much your work has influenced me. And finally, Sweet Apple Acres.
Are we going to have more Applejack to this, or Granny Smith to this?
Oh, breathtaking. I've heard about it, of course, but to see it in verite, to stand on the soil of a working
What is this
farm,
voice?
you can really feel the authenticity.
Oh, yes. They really do grow apples here.
Thank you, Rarity. Thank you for
It's like a
bringing
very
me.
light version
This
of the
farm
snooty
is
accent.
Truly something special.
I had planned to transform it into an elegant country inn for the festival, but now I see just how special it is. Au naturel.
Oh, natural indeed.
Yeah, he's got no hearts. Oh!
Is that?
Oh! This is gonna be interesting.
at her like that.
I've seen a lot in my travels, but I've never beheld such beauty. Applejack, the pony of my dreams.
We haven't really had many episodes like this. Especially that's going on a love triangle.
Hello? I brought my cider tasting cup. Are you ready to go try the samples?
What's the point?
Rarity, what's wrong?
Oh.
Is it something I said?
He doesn't like me.
And you're saying this to Spike.
Rarity, I
Are
can't.
you actually gonna progress?
He doesn't like me because he has a crush on Applejack, even though I've had a crush on him ever
So are they actually gonna progress Spike and Rarity? Kind of hoping for that just because of some stories I have read, which do their romance, I guess, really well.
I never know what it's like to be totally obsessed with a pony.
I really like how they're doing her crying.
They're obsessed with some pony else. What could Applejack possibly have that I don't?
You know, I have such respect for the work ethic of Earth ponies.
Gee, thanks. Your
Is he
Anakin
just
always said,
complimenting
"Take an apple
her,
a day and
or
keep trouble away."
is he
How many
into Earth
varieties of
ponies?
apples do you think there are?
On the farm or in all of Equestria? Because
I once had an apple so rare, they thought it was extinct. I ate 4 of them.
is that a fact?
I'm curious how she's going to react to this.
The simple, the unappreciated,
Of-
and the relatable.
Of all
I
the...
hope you can relate to them.
Me too. But enough about me. I want to know about you. What do apples mean to Applejack?
Look, I'm glad you're interested in Ponyville and all, but I'm kind of busy with my chores. And if I can't get them done, there won't be a Ponyville Days festival.
Applejack's probably not going to realize up till the end.
We'll never do.
Rarity, what are you wearing?
What? Thing?
But I'm curious how Applejack will react once she realizes someone is actually crushing on her.
I am. But the thought of hauling apples inspired me, and I just couldn't stop myself.
Really?
If there's one thing I
Because
know,
Applejack seems like the type where she wouldn't understand why a guy would be after her.
I'm growing fond of it myself.
Maybe you two should try it sometime.
I'm feeling a tad inspired. Without farm life, there'd be such disparity. These
Please
songs
don't let
I
this be a
hit
full
with
song.
great clarity. Apples high to the sky.
It's kind of like the
She's
scrunch face,
the
but
one
not really.
of my eye. That fruit-hauling pony named Applejack.
That was just like Harry Potter musical.
Rarity, why do you want to plow a field?
is it me, or could this use a splash of color? And maybe a wash.
Don't we need to check on the gala decorations?
Yes, of course. But Trend obviously has a thing for farm life.
It's kind of a weird mix of like
I'm just as much of a farm
like-
as Applejack.
like cowgirl
I'm
and
interested in the festival.
like
The
apron.
festival. Right.
And
So
I
like
do
cowgirl,
appreciate
naked
your help ever so
apron,
much.
strangeness. This is someone's
Without you,
bizarre
Spike
fetish.
Poo.
Well, that's what friends are for.
Right, so. Come on, farm thing! How does Applejack do it?
Well, it would help if the harness was on right. What are you doing?
I am simply lending a hoof with the chores, which I love doing ever so much.
Well, if you're still interested after the festival, I can teach you all about it.
You know, I said love triangle before, but this is a lot more
Done, if you don't mind.
than just that.
Not at all.
Considering Spike's part of this too.
She makes it look so easy.
I know. Isn't she fantastic?
What if that's her yoke or whatever, or if that's one of her brothers? Considering he's always wearing one.
I really don't see what the fuss is all about.
Now, Rarity, you be careful. If you don't get the bucking just right, you could sprain a hoof.
I am perfectly familiar with the apple bucking process. Thank you very much.
This isn't going to go well.
To rely on raw power, I believe a certain amount of style is required. It's really more of a dance, if you ask me.
You could just magic it. Not Twilight, but you could still magic all the stuff off the tree.
Et voila!
Well, your way is definitely long on style.
Thank you.
Now, if you'll all excuse me, I have some more chores to do. Inside!
Rarity, can I ask you something?
Oh, I trade.
There's got to be someone who's going to make a joke that that's Scootaloo's house.
I've been meaning to ask for a while, and frankly, I'm sort of embarrassed. Rarity, do you think Applejack will be my date for the festival?
Why don't you go ask her yourself?
He's going to think that's straight advice.
Well, that was close.
If you come to apologize, there's really no need.
What are you talking about?
Let's dispense with the charade.
Big Mac being here means something's
I know you really
going to
want Trent
happen with
like
him
me.
too. Maybe he's going to interject.
Despite some ponies' best efforts.
I swear I don't know why he's paying so much attention to me. And I don't know any pony who's that interested in farming. Not even me.
Well, maybe it's time Trend met a real country pony.
Shouldn't you be working on the festival instead of coming up with
Uh-oh.
new ways to impress
I didn't
Trent?
even think that
I'm
she's
sure you'd love
focusing
that.
on that.
Well, I have a new vision for the festival. And it's gonna be more country than the whole Apple family put together! Isn't it a little late to be changing the theme? Applejack, what's going on?
I'm too scared to guess.
You might have an inkling of what's actually going
Thank
on.
you all for coming, and second, I know y'all will all adore my new festival theme.
That hat, shouldn't she have
Simple
trimmed it? Oh,
ways.
oh boy. Even her mane up.
Well, what's so funny?
Rarity, that is the silliest getup I have ever seen.
And that accent.
It is a little funny. Funny? Rarity, you aren't serious, are you? Well, of course I'm serious. Why wouldn't I be?
Because you would never dress like that. You like fashion and high society and fancy things.
And I can like plowing fields and hauling apples just as much.
But you don't.
How do you know what I like?
Because I know you.
Well, maybe you don't.
Even
know
if it's
as
just
well
her
as
accent,
I
I'm
do.
loving this.
And I suppose it's just a coincidence that Trenderhoof seems so interested
Or
in
tried the
country life,
accent.
too.
I don't know what you were getting at.
Well, then I guess I'll just have to show you.
Be my guest. Now, if you all will excuse me, I have a hootenanny of a festival to put on. Now, to be a model in the Simple Ways fashion show, you might think simple means less is more. Well, that just ain't so. If you want to be real simple, more is more. Now, y'all go
Poor
on
Apple
and
Bloom,
make
you're already
it
destined for
just like
something
that.
close to that. You're just making it worse, Rarity.
Who's our next
Again, why is
model
Rarity not
for the
trimmed
fashion
the
show?
outer straw,
Jewel.
whatever?
Who the hey is that?
Oh, this episode. She's kind of like Cherry Jubilee.
Is this some kind of joke?
Why, Rarity? Whatever would make you think
She's
I
like
was
Old West,
joking?
but still
Because
Rarity-ish.
you would never wear an ensemble like that. You like plowing fields and hauling apples.
And I can like fashion just as much. But you don't? Well, maybe you do not know me as well as you think.
Fine, but I got a whole festival to plan, so if you're going to start modeling, just get on with it.
Life is a festival, and you should celebrate it by looking just like me, because I'm a trend-setting fashionista.
You know, Applejack, you did stylize your mane,
A fashionista? Why, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever...
but it still looks kinda
Good for you.
unkempt, if that's the right word.
I care less how I look, long as I get the chores.
Probably should have had... well, if only you had Rarity to fix up your hair, it would actually look better. Because right now it looks more like you tried to emulate Rarity, but it's still got some wildness to it.
Well, my mane is full of dust and split ends.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're dealing with that, Rarity.
My hooves are cracked and dry from working in the fields.
I'm so fashion-forward.
I wear drooping drawers.
I smell like rosebuds.
I love being...
I'm not sure how much this is sincerity and how much of this is mocking each other. Because I feel they believe both of them.
Ooh,
It's a foe!
will some pony bring
Well, you're
me a
evil.
towel to wipe this repulsive filth from my hooves?
There's the Rarity I know.
Oh, Applejack. I'm sorry I said all this.
Oh, we're almost done with the
You're
episode.
a true friend who probably knows me better than I know myself. I don't know what I was
I'm
thinking.
kinda sad. I was hoping there was gonna be, like, tons more
I know
to
how
this.
you feel.
Oh, but you were just trying to help me see how silly I was being. And you were right. Besides, that gown looks just gorgeous on you. I wish I hadn't ruined it.
Thanks. It's nice, ain't it?
It's magnificent. Wherever did you get it?
Oh, it's, one of yours.
Only 3 gallons of boiling water and 1 ounce of detergent. Stop!
To be honest, I was expecting her to say something along the lines of...
I'm moving to Ponyville. Being the most
I was
interesting
expecting her
part
to
of
say
the
something
festival
along
is
the lines of, this was
exhausting.
my mom's.
I want to leave my exotic, exciting life behind and live on a farm.
What? Well, that's real nice, but I sure hope you weren't thinking of Sweet Apple Acres.
Oh.
Look, you're a fine pony, but, well,
I think what Applejack is trying to say is that there's something unappealing about a pony who changed themselves so much just to impress some pony else. If some pony doesn't like you for who you are, it's their loss.
Good lesson.
Well, this is awkward.
Not at all. In fact, I think I know just how you feel.
What do you think, Rarity? Is it too late to go back to small town chic?
Not if I can help it. Organizing the Ponyville Day celebration
Also like that that's
is
the
one of
most-
hardest things I have ever done.
Even more so than before, that's the most blatant they've been about cider
But
being
I learned
alcohol.
an important lesson.
Or just hard cider.
Real friends will like you for
Does that
who
exist?
you
Whatever.
are. And changing yourself to impress them is no way to make new ones. And when you're as fabulous as I am,
What was that outfit on Sweetabelle? It was kind of interesting.
it's practically a crime.
I wish there was more to that episode. Ugh. It definitely felt like one where they could have just kept going and make it go further and further. But they've only got 20 minutes, and that was great for what it was. I'm kind of sad Spike didn't get more to that, but it's definitely that he's realized where he is, in her opinion, kind of. And either he's waiting for himself to be older, or he's waiting for her to possibly notice him through whatever he's doing. Instead of being so obvious like it was a lot earlier on. And I'm not sure if Applejack ever actually understood in the end that she was actually being crushed on and not that he was just interested in either farm life or working with her. Which would have been a great scene if they actually showed the moment when Applejack realized he's into me? What? She might have in the back of her mind realized, but didn't want to say anything. I know people are mixed also on relations in MLP, which, yeah, they haven't done the best job on that aspect of things. Though, for Flash Sentry, I'd say that they just haven't gone into him enough. And he could always have a lot more depth to his character. They could always do a lot with him. He is an opportunity that they could take advantage of. Really, I don't have much more to say on the episode. It was really enjoyable, especially for me, and I think that's the most I've laughed at an episode. So now I've got to go move on to 14, which means we're past the halfway point, and that's all.